Sydney, rolling Sydney to Hobart Yacht Race.
117 yachts sprinkled amongst spectators and supporters across Sydney Harbour like hundreds and thousands for the start of the 70th Sydney to Hobart. But when the fleet rounded the first mark and headed offshore, we were soon greeted by the traditional squalls whipping up around 30 knots. After a long night of being battered and bruised on the rail, the sign of the sun peaking above the horizon, firstly warming our enthusiasm before warming our chilled bodies. 20 hours in, our skipper's daring decision to head 60 nautical miles offshore had us firmly in the southerly heading current. And with the fleet opting to hug the coast, we were by no means caught up in any traffic. Although after multiple kite changes for a couple of hours early morning as Samurai Jack stood still, any breeze of any kind would have been welcome. But just as that lonely feeling started to creep in, as predicted, the shift from the north arrived. The swell built and our course for Hobart, just like our sails, took shape. Before the notorious Bass Strait awoke, we surfed across and into safety. A run of 20 plus knots past Maria Island off the Tasmanian coast felt like a ride at Dreamworld. And after nearly 600 miles of hardly another boat in sight, as we zeroed in on the southern tip of Tasman Island, there they all were, taking in the breathtaking scenery of the volcanic pipes rising straight out of the polar Southern Ocean. Fickle weather again hit like a bullet, and soon my breath was taken once more, with more sail changes in the final 30 miles than I could count on my blistered hands. Multiple jibes up Storm Bay and into the Derwent River, we arrived into Constitution Dock just on dusk, inside 3.5 days after we set sail from Sydney. And while there were no Rolex watches handed out to the crew of Samurai Jack, a feeling of achievement is a time that will stay with me forever.